is Love Tarot XOXO, and this is the November mid-monthly reading for the sign of Gemini. Hey Gemini, how are you guys doing? Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please support my channel by hitting the subscribe button. You know what to do. You got to pay your tithes. Hit subscribe, hit the like button as well, hit the thumbs up button and like the video. And hit the notification bell so that you're alerted when I upload new content. Now remember that this is a general reading and the messages will not resonate for everyone. If the message doesn't resonate, check the videos for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Also, this is a general reading, so keep in mind that the energies may be opposite. I may say that you're doing something when in fact it's your significant other or love interest who's doing it. And if you like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information and pricing is listed below. If you've gotten a personal reading from me, then you know that I always pray before my readings, giving all reverence and deference to God. And I have already asked for permission to share the messages that I see, hear, and feel with the sign of Gemini. So let's go ahead and get into a Gemini and see what's going on with you guys in the middle of the month in love and relationships. All right. Father God, Holy Spirit, please give me a 3-card message for my Gemini subscribers. Pay their tithers. Let's see. All right. Okay, we got flexible, milk and honey, and not for you. Well, that's an interesting way to end it. Gemini, I feel as if there's someone that you've really been giving a lot to. You've been trying to see if a relationship would work, but truly doing your part, giving to this relationship and truly doing your part to see how everything would come together, right? You've been watering the grass. You've been doing a very good job of watering the grass. You've been the one who has given your best attempt for this to be kind of smooth and, you know, easy. But ultimately, this person is not for you. Whoever it is that you came to this reading thinking about or wondering about, ultimately, this person is not for you. That not for you card came out. I think you also need to be flexible with the idea that this person is not for you. If a relationship is to work, it cannot be that you are the only one giving to the situation and doing your best to make sure that your partner is happy. It has to work out the other way as well, right? And so if you find yourself doing just that, being the only one really working at it, that's not going to work. So it's okay, you know, to say to yourself, well, you know, I tried my best. I gave my all. There's nothing really differently that I would have done. There's nothing really differently I could have done to make this a better scenario. And now I think that it's time that I, you know, keep it pushing, keep it moving. There's nothing wrong with that. Where the problem typically comes in, Gemini, is when we are afraid to let go. When we are insistent that, oh, no, this is the person for me. This is the person for me. This is the person for me. I felt it. You know, I heard the word of God and he said, and the thing about it is that the person could genuinely be for you. But sometimes when you hold on to things and, you know, when you know that the way that a situation is working out at that time period is not right, is not fair, is not just, and you keep holding on to things because you want to force it to be, you know, that this person is for you or whatever your scenario is, or because you're comfortable, lackadaisical, whatever, or they're lackadaisical, I should say, whatever. When you do that, it just prevents you from having whatever it is that you are supposed to have, be it with this person or with someone else. I gave the analogy, I don't know what sign it was last month. I gave the analogy that I was telling, I think it was Scorpio last month, that if you think of like water is kind of like relationships, right? water moves whatever way we move it. Water is really like a good symbol of how energy works. If you shake things up, you know, whatever's at the bottom will rise to the top and you can actually see the stuff, you know, all of that. Water's a good analogy of how energy works or how relationships work. So if you put water in your hand and you're just very calm, you just let the water just sit there, the water will stay there. But the second that you try to make a fist and really hold on to that water, it starts to come out. It starts to come out this side, comes out that side, it comes out between the fingers. And if you open the hand back up, there's no water there. Don't do that with this relationship. Don't try to suffocate this relationship because you're so gung-ho on holding on or to the potential of this relationship, because for some of you, it may not be a relationship. Don't be so dead set on holding on to something that's not for you that you are holding on to it so tightly that you open it up and you realize it's not even there. Okay. So let's go on ahead and get into the tarot here. Hold on, let me pull my stuff a little closer. Okay. I wear a band-aid on this finger because when I shuffle and I have these thick cards like this, I start getting like calluses on my finger, but now I'm starting to get it on this finger. Goodness gracious. I can't win. Okay. Father God, Holy Spirit, Archangels, please give me a 3-card message for the sign of Gemini mid-month of November reading. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Nine of Wands. So like I said, this feels like you've been trying to work on a relationship with someone. It could be that you're holding on to the relationship because you're very nostalgic about when things were simple, when things were easy, free-flowing. It could be that you're trying to hold on to the relationship and continue to work on the relationship for the sake of children or your family. It could be something like that involved, but either way, Gemini, it just looks like you're trying to hold on to the relationship and you're coming up as this wounded warrior, this Nine of Wands type of energy, where it's clear that this relationship just does not benefit you anymore. And it's time to move on. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles for me, please. You keep trying to get this back to a place, like I said, when it was free-flowing and easy, when things were simple, when things weren't as heavy as they are right now. You're literally trying to figure out how to do that. You want to keep working on this. And that's where that flexibility is coming in, or the potential, you know, you're trying to be flexible in that way. Nobody's perfect. Let me do this. If I change this, it's that type of a thing, that type of an energy. But I don't think it's dependent upon you, Gemini. I really feel like this other person is not putting in the effort. I see you here working. I see you here thinking, contemplating, trying to devise a plan to make things better. You could have even planned a trip with this person to kind of bring back the juice, the spice, and the life back into the relationship. But this person is not doing their just due. This person is making you feel as if, you know, you're doing it by yourself, leaving you out in the cold, so to speak. Am I in a relationship with someone else, or am I in a relationship by myself? Yeah. Page of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. You're trying to get things to shift back to when you were happy. This could be someone that you've been with for a very long time too, Gemini. I'm getting vibes of, you know, a relationship or a marriage that has been around forever. Maybe even since you were like a child. And when I say child, I don't mean like you were 12 years old. But, you know, like a relationship from your early 20s. Or like even if you're 50, you know, this is someone that you could have been with since you were in your 30s. That's not necessarily a child, but it's certainly, you know, when you were a lot younger than you are now, when you didn't have the wisdom that you have now. Hopefully you've gained some wisdom. Yeah, so clarify this Nine of Wands. And here's the Nine of Swords. I just feel like you're just up late at night. Like, oh my gosh, how do I fix this? You don't. Clarify the Nine of Wands. This person is not for you anymore. This person is not for you anymore. And like I said, sometimes, look, this Ace of Pentacles fell out in reverse. And sometimes when you, like I said, when you let go of things and it's like no sweat off of your back, let me not say that. I take that statement back. Not that it's not sweat off your back. Breakups are not easy. They shouldn't be easy if you've been, well, they shouldn't be easy, period. If you take relationships seriously, breakups should not be easy. But still, when you let go of things that are not meant for you, look, cards won't even shuffle. And that tells me that, again, you guys aren't coagulating very well right now. You're not coming together, and the energy right now is just, it's off. You guys aren't coming together well. But yeah, when you hold on to things that are not for you, you end up with something that's not for you. Like, if that makes, I know that sounds very simple, but it is the truth. When you hold on to things that are not for you, you end up with things that are not for you. Okay? This Ace of Pentacles in reverse tells me that someone is not accepting your offer. Someone is not, the work that you're putting in, someone is not appreciating that. Someone is not open to that. You just want to be happy again. All I really want is to be happy and to find a love that's mine. That's what Mary J. Blige said. The Fool is clarified by the Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This person won't even talk to you. This person won't even communicate with you. Whew. Come on, Gemini. Ace of Cups with the Strength card. Like, you're forcing it. You're forcing it. Five of Pentacles. This person is not, they're not buying what you're selling. And you are fighting your you-know-what off. Almost as if, I'm not seeing it, but there's almost, it's almost as if there's a fear. You have a fear that you're going to lose them. You should never have a fear of losing anybody other than yourself or your children. Here's the page of and for some of you, this is about wanting to take this to a higher level of commitment. Like, you may be wanting to get married and this person doesn't want to get married. You could be wanting, again, a different type of commitment. Whatever that means for you. Everyone's situation is going to be different. Some of you are just dating and you want to be committed. Some of you are living together and you want to be married. Whatever. Some of you have been together forever and you just want to maintain, the happiness that you once had. But the bottom line is, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, that's how you know it's yours. I'm getting an energy as well of a third party being present. Slight energy. That's not going to be for a lot of you guys. And keep in mind that a third party is not always a third person. Third party could be work. A third party could be, school, whatever. It's something that's distracting someone from the relationship being as strong as it could be. So I have a slight energy of that, but it's not like the overarching energy where I'm like, oh my God, for majority of you, that's what's going on. It's nothing like that. But for some of you, it's a third party. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Why is this Ace of Pentacles in reverse? But there's some secrets here. There's some secrets here, and I think underlying, you know that if whatever it is that you're looking for, you're not going to get it from this person. I feel like you know that. And again, it's just a matter of you literally letting go. You've been flexible. You've been malleable. You've done everything that you possibly could. You've worked on the situation. You've given it some thought. You've taken that thought and actually made it action. You've done the best job that you could, Gemini, and now it's time to let this go. And again, if this person is for you, then once you let go, once you release the energy, maybe not immediately, but if they are for you, they will do what they need to do in order to be in your good graces and in order to propel this relationship to where it needs to be in order for the two of you to be happy and have a healthy relationship. And that's the bottom line, period. And then I even see at the bottom of this oracle deck, I just noticed the fork in the road is at the bottom of the oracle deck. So I read the bottom of my deck. Everyone reads differently. I read the bottom of my deck is what you don't see coming towards you. And so what you don't see coming towards you is that you're going to need to make a decision about whether or not you want to continue down this path that you've been headed down. Or if you want to see, the thing is, you're waiting, Gemini, you're waiting for your partner or your love interest to do something different. And you're being patient. Oh, I'll just wait. Oh, I'll just wait. Oh, and then you keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying you're nagging, but that's what it turns into. Is like you're nagging. Because it only takes one, maybe two times to tell somebody how you feel for them to get it and get on board with the way that they need to be treating you. And if you tell somebody something 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, years and years and years, whatever the scenario is, they're not doing it because they don't want to, not because they don't understand. So now you've come to a fork in the road because you've been waiting for them to make a decision, Gemini, but it's actually you who needs to make the decision. It's you. You're the one who has the power. You release this, you take back your power. And release it truly, not like, oh, Love Tarot said release it, and then they'll probably come back to you. No. Release it. Like, really release it. Realize who you are. You're coming across as the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has it going on. She's the Earth Mother. Okay? You know, she can bring things back to life. You need to focus on loving yourself and bringing yourself back to life. And when you do that, one of two things is going to happen. Well, one of three things is going to happen. One of which we hope definitely happens, which is that you start to learn to love yourself. The other two things are either this person's going to come back and love you the way that you deserve to be loved and now respect you because they realize and recognize that you're not going to stay around for any BS. And the second thing is that someone else will come into your life eventually who will love you the way that you deserve to be loved. So it's a win-win situation. All right. So that's what I have for you, Gemini, for the month of November, mid-month of November. Go check out the other videos. If you're not in communication, there's a video for you. If you're not in communication with your partner, there's a video for the overarching energy for the month of November. Check that out. Also check out the weekly career readings. Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I do love readings as well. Check those out. Follow me on Instagram at LoveTarotXOXO. Stay safe. And remember, Gemini, if no one else has told you that they love you, I love you. Love Tarot XOXO. Lots of love. Bye-bye.